Last time I reported another homeowner for a violation, all of a sudden he was showing up at my house falsely alleging that I had a public nuisance with the condition of my house, griping about my fence. Now, this wasn't up at that time, just this was, and I actually applied for and paid for a variance. And the reason I did that is because I've been targeted so many times. I've had 2 cars burned to the ground on this property. I solved that crime. I know who did it. But yet to this day, your office hasn't made a single arrest.
I'm completely...
No, I know you're completely at a loss, but that's why if you're a mandated reporter, if I were you, I can't give legal advice, but they'll never beat my price. I would mandate. I would say, look, I went out there. I didn't have a problem with this woman. Didn't seem like she was off her rocker. Like, she legitimately told me, I have record, picture, and video evidence of crimes being committed on this property by not only the Muffin Man down the street. You all have your own 94-page investigative report, and Cynthia Zimmer made it all go away. Kind of like everything goes away against Zach Scrivener. It's corruption, and I'm blowing the whistle. I'm being targeted. You work with people who choose to do somebody else's bidding, because there's no way that every time I'm reporting stuff that I can prove is happening, I've solved the crimes. I know who did it. I even have a jailhouse, what do you call it? Confession. I have a confession from the person who did it. I just want to know who paid him to do it, because I don't know him. He doesn't know me. 2 of my vehicles burned to the ground. Torched this tree. Arson division said 2 more minutes, that tree would have collapsed, entrapping my family. That sounds like an attempt on our life, but yet nothing's being done. Except somehow I keep ending up being the suspect of crimes. You got Deputy Cayman Aguirre convinced a judge to sign an emergency protective order. He was afraid for his life because we drove past his house and said it smelled like bacon. But yet that's who you work with. And then he got a default restraining order that's since been set aside and was scheduled for a court date, but then he was smart and he dropped the whole thing. But yet it affects my Second Amendment rights, because every time somebody files something that makes me have to turn in my weapons, it's a dog and pony show, and it's extortion to get it all back.